In a remote, desolate town nestled in the heart of a dark and ominous forest, there lived a man named John who was known by all as an innocent soul. He was a recluse, an artist who painted hauntingly beautiful landscapes inspired by the eerie woods that surrounded his small cottage. The villagers believed that his connection to the forest was otherworldly, that it was both his muse and his prison. John's life was tranquil, filled with the whispers of the rustling leaves and the melancholy songs of the nocturnal creatures. He often roamed the woods, seeking solace and inspiration among the gnarled trees and the mist-shrouded pathways. The forest was a place of solitude, a haven where he could escape the prying eyes and judgmental gazes of the townsfolk. One fateful evening, as the moon hung low in the sky and an oppressive fog clung to the trees, John felt an unusual, unsettling presence. The air grew heavy with an ominous tension that sent shivers down his spine. He tried to dismiss it as a product of his overactive imagination, but deep down, he knew something was amiss. Unable to concentrate on his artwork, John decided to venture further into the forest, hoping to uncover the source of his unease. As he delved deeper, the trees seemed to close in on him, casting elongated, eerie shadows that danced to the rhythm of his racing heart. Unearthly whispers floated through the air, and he couldn't help but feel like an intruder in his own sanctuary. As the night progressed, John heard the faint, mournful cries of what he assumed to be an injured animal. With his kind and compassionate heart, he followed the sound, believing that he might be able to help. The cries led him to a clearing where an ancient, gnarled tree stood, its twisted branches forming a grotesque canopy that seemed to writhe in agony. Under the sinister tree, he saw a sight that would forever haunt his nightmares. An otherworldly creature, tall and emaciated, with elongated limbs and sunken, gleaming eyes, loomed over what appeared to be a lifeless body. Its skin was ashen, its mouth stretched wide in a gruesome, rictus grin, revealing rows of razor-sharp teeth. John's breath caught in his throat as he recognized the lifeless body as his own. He stared in horror, unable to comprehend the nightmare before him. The creature slowly turned its grotesque head to meet his gaze, and its eyes seemed to pierce his very soul, draining him of warmth and hope. The monster, in a voice that was both chilling and seductive, revealed its name, Malumbris. It explained that it was a creature born of the darkest nightmares, a being that fed on the innocence of those who dared to wander too deep into the forest. John had unknowingly crossed a boundary, and his purity had made him a perfect meal for the ancient, malevolent entity. Malumbris extended its skeletal hand towards John, a gesture that seemed to beckon him closer. The artist, in a state of trance, stepped closer, powerless to resist. The creature's wretched fingers touched John's chest, and an icy chill coursed through his veins. His very essence was being drained, leaving him cold and lifeless. As the life seeped from his body, John's last thoughts were of the haunting beauty he had once found in the forest, now forever tainted by the monster that had claimed him. The villagers, unaware of his grisly fate, mourned the disappearance of the innocent artist who had brought a touch of eerie beauty to their lives. In the depths of the cursed forest, Malumbris reveled in the stolen innocence, its ghastly form growing stronger with each victim it claimed. John's lifeless body remained a haunting reminder of the horrors that lurked within the woods, a silent testament to the malevolence that now dwelled in the heart of the forest he had so dearly loved. The forest, once John's sanctuary, had become a place of unspeakable nightmares, a realm ruled by the ancient evil that had taken his life. The townsfolk dared not enter its shadowy depths, knowing that the innocent could easily fall prey to the malevolent monster that haunted their darkest fears. As the seasons passed, John's memory lived on in the eerie, otherworldly paintings he had left behind, capturing the very essence of the sinister forest that had claimed his life. The townsfolk would often come across his haunting artwork, feeling a shiver of unease as they recognized the familiarity of the twisted trees and the malevolent shadows that danced within. With each passing year, the forest's malevolence seemed to grow stronger, and whispers of other innocent souls disappearing into its depths continued to spread. The townsfolk could only hope that the cursed forest would one day release its grip on their town, and the innocent souls who wandered too close to its heart would find their peace, free from the clutches of the malevolent monster known as Malumbris.